All right, guys. Hey, this is Coach Marcus, live in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm one of the leaders with Green Organics, which is Go to Sign and Heart by Naturals. We host a weekly testimonials informational session every Monday night at 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. This one's special because today is a holiday in the United States. So I want to say a happy Memorial Day for people who have served in our military, especially the people who sacrifice their lives for people, and that's why we have our free freedoms. So appreciate their service. And if you guys are military veterans, thank you guys for your service, and we appreciate you. But we'll be about less than 1 hour tonight. So if you are a guest and watching either on Facebook or on Zoom, go ahead and let us know who invited you here to the presentation. So you can get back with that person once you're ready to become a member, and they can assist you if you're watching on Facebook. I see Float is on Facebook. Thank you, sir. But I appreciate everyone for being here. And this is a testimonial session. So if you guys do have a testimonial, raise your hand. There should be a raise hand option on your Zoom screen. Like, go hover over your name. There should be like a three buttons or something. You can click that. I think it says raise hand, so we know to have you raise your hand. If you guys are watching live on Facebook and you have a testimonial, feel free to type it in the chat, okay? And then I'll do my best to read it. And also here, if you're unable to speak on Zoom live, type your testimonial in the comments, and I will read that. But we are an amazing company. We've been in existence since 2012, right? Go to Sana was launched in 2012 under the Green Organics umbrella. Heart by Naturals, which is the bigger of the two companies, launched in 2017. And many of us are members with either company or both. Most of us are members of both companies because, number one, this is driven by the products, because the products work. Okay, people have some amazing results by using the products, both the cleaning product, the household products. I know some people have testimonials about that. I just cleaned my car with the protector spray today, and it's amazing. But we also have personal care products with Go to Sana. I know people have some testimonials about that. And then we have the tooth powder, we have the hair and body bars, we have deodorant, okay? And then the essential oils and the hair serum, the skincare serum, the in our opinion, the top multivitamin, black seed oil, and several essential oils. And then on the Harbor Natural side, we have primarily supplements, superfoods. There are some personal care products, but we are a very customer and product driven company. Over 90% of our members are customers. And what's great is they're joining, and they're not people who are participating in the pay plan to earn income, right? They're joining us because of the power of the products. And this is all because of Paula Scarcella. She's our founder and our CEO. She doesn't skimp on making sure we have top quality ingredients that go into our products. None of our products are white labeled. We manufacture all of our formulations. And then we have Alexandra Brighton. Okay, she's in our opinion, the greatest formulator in network marketing, and she's taken two other companies to $1 billion companies because of her formulation. So that is what separates us from other companies who try to copy what we do. Like when Godasana was revamped and launched in 2023, other companies tried to launch essential oils, okay, but that didn't last long. And then now on the HBN side, we have our GLP-1 system, okay? And so there's companies out there trying to copy what we're doing with our GLP-1 products, okay? And it's not the same because they don't have Alexander Brighton who formulates our products. These other companies are going to these labs or these other companies and saying, hey, I want you to make this for me. And it's the same formulation for like 100 other companies, except their label was slapped on it. We don't have that here, which is awesome. And because we are a network marketing company, I have to give a couple of disclaimers. Number one, we work hard here. So if you guys are interested in the income opportunity, we'll know if you will work hard. So you might join us and not earn any money. However, we do have a simple system in place of easily easily duplicated or easy to follow, and most people can do it if they want to do it. And our products, they're top quality, so we're not governed by the FDA, and the number of products or drugs. They're not intended to diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure any disease or health conditions. And if you have any questions or concerns about using products, okay, see your doctor first. Okay, don't listen to us because we're independent consultants. None of us are doctors. I mean, we do have doctors on the team, but none of us are allowed to make recommendations, especially if you have a health condition. See your doctor first, and then use the products if you get clearance. As far as the income opportunity between the two companies, we're paid 13 different ways. Okay, we're paid daily with both companies. We're paid weekly with both companies, and we're paid monthly. Okay, so combined 13 ways we get paid, and we like using the term called uh, tran transactional income, right? Which is important, right? When people go to your free website, make a purchase, you get paid a commission, okay, in real time. And then we also like leverage transactional income. So this is where it's the residual aspect, and you can also build a team of other people of business builders to build your network and generate that leveraged income, similar to what corporate America does, right? Where they have a CEO, right, and then he hires a COO and people in other positions. Let me close my Facebook out so we don't get that ding. But the CEO, there's all these people beneath the CEO, right? And so, there are several employees all carrying out the vision of the company. That's called leverage, right? They're leveraging people's time. Okay. And so we like leverage here because it's doing something people do anyway, but just don't get paid for it because we're always, using products we believe in, and we share them with people we care about. Okay, which is awesome. And as far as what we discover is we're not doing something differently than we're currently doing. Like if you are already buying laundry detergent or hard surface cleaner or tooth powder or deodorant or shampoo, all you're going to do is transfer your buying from whatever store you purchase those items from, and you're going to buy from your own store as a wholesale customer. So we call it switching stores. Okay, so if I'm going to buy a toothpaste that's healthy, I'm going to buy from my Go to Sana website wholesale, and I know it works and it's good for the body. So with that being said, thank you guys who are watching on Facebook. Appreciate you guys for being here. I see some people. Um, so with that being said, I've talked enough. Who wants to go first? I know there's some. Oh, let me share a hack really quickly. I discovered a armpit hack, right, to avoid having sweaty, stinky armpits. And so I was online, and someone sent me a message. Someone sent me a video of someone spraying magnesium oil spray under their armpits. Okay, and they were using it as deodorant. And so I tried it. The first day I tried it just to spray with our magnesium spray from Heart by Naturals. It was great. My armpits didn't stink, right? The whole day, it was amazing. So the next day I wanted to take it to another level. I sprayed the magnesium oil spray under each armpit, and then I used our Rose and Vetiver deodorant stick. And because I like how it smells, I also like the benefits of vetiver since that is an anti-aging oil. Okay, and so I applied that. My armpits stay fresh the entire day, continue on into the next day. I went to the gym in the morning. My pits weren't stinky, right? And so, of course, I still had to shower because I was sweaty from working out, but the armpits didn't stink. And so that's a hack that we've been sharing with people for people to get magnesium into their body, since most people are magnesium deficient anyway. So you get your daily allotment of magnesium, and you're going to use a healthy deodorant. So that's my good smelling armpit hack. And I know there's some people on there who also have been following that protocol. So with that being said, let me check with Tiara first. Tiara, do you have any guests here tonight? I know she usually has a guest, and I always like to.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Miriam, I have you go after Tiara's guest. So we always like to honor our guests. And so Tiara, The floor is yours. I'll let you go ahead and you can introduce your guest.
Okay, so today's guest, her name is Crystal DeBerry. I met Crystal doing a farmer's market. So there's a city called Lithonia near where I stay, and they had these weekly farmers markets every Saturday. And so I was one of the vendors. I would go out there every Saturday, and she was also out there working with the city, and she was like, part of the organizational team. But she's also into holistic everything. I mean, she's wonderful. I believe she does like some sound healing practices. She can kind of talk about more of what she does with the sound healing. And so I'll let her talk about the products that she purchased from me, what she uses, what she likes, and I'll let her share her testimony. Okay, Crystal, you ready?
I am ready.
Hey girl.
Hey,
Thank you for coming
girl.
on.
Oh, no worries. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes.
Thank you for the introduction. Yes, so my name is Crystal DeBerry, and yes, met here doing some bending. I am a certified sound healer practitioner as well as a holistic counselor, and I make copper and crystal healing jewelry as well. And so some years back, did a whole overhaul of my life and started using more all natural products. And I'm always looking for something that is natural and that's going to benefit my body as well as work. And so came across Tierra and went to the first thing I purchased. I bought my products right here with me. The first thing I purchased was the feminine wash, and had been looking for one and just hadn't found one that had ingredients that I could fully get behind, and decided to buy it, used it, loved it. And actually reached out to Tierra to tell about how much I really loved it. And it got to the point to where when we were at the farmer's market, she would call me over to the table like, hey, tell these people about the feminine wash. And so became a very big advocate for it, and have turned a lot of people onto it. And then as time went on, I would see her more and more and started using other products. So then I got into the deodorants, which I really, really love. When you were talking about this rose deodorant, like it smells so good. Like it smells like a high-end perfume is the best way to put it, or cologne, which I really, really love. On top of the fact that they work and you can read every ingredient behind, that's in it. And so, function as well as the products. And I recently bought the laundry detergent last week, I think it was. And when I saw her and I smelled it, I was like, oh my gosh, it puts me in the mind of Murphy's oil soap, is what it made me think of. And also from a spiritual perspective, a lot of the things that are in here is what I would use and mix to even make my own washes. And so I love that. And I just used it to do a whole like deep clean, because I was like, I know it's laundry detergent. When I was reading the back, I was like, nah, I feel like I could use it for much more than that. So I used it like to clean, and did like a whole overall of my kitchen. And when I say like the smell is amazing. And so to find function, to find holistic products, and to find ingredients that are natural and that I want to put on my body or use and put in my hands is very rare. And so time and time again, I keep coming back to see what's new. And I appreciate buying from someone, that I know, someone I have her phone number. I can call, I can ask questions. And I like that personal touch, on top of the fact that the products work so well.
That
All
was such an amazing testimonial. Thank you so much, Crystal.
You're
And thank you for
welcome.
also trusting me to try the new products that I bring to you as well. So I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Yeah, it is well worth it. And I tell everyone about it. As a matter of fact, I'm in the process of starting a YouTube channel, and one of the things that I plan to do is talk about the products that I use. So please believe there will be more information coming from me about these products.
Wonderful. Awesome.
All right. Thank you, Crystal, for sharing that. We might be related. My biological dad's last name was Dewberry. I know some people changed the
Mm-hmm.
Dewberry did to DeBerry. So you never know.
Yes,
We might be related somewhere down the line. But
definitely.
Hey, but appreciate you for, like you said, you trusted her, you trusted Tiara and her recommendation and supported her with her business. It could have been easy to go to Amazon or,
Hmm.
Target, Walmart, whatever, and buy, quote, healthy products, but you don't know what's in a lot of that stuff. And having someone that lives a similar lifestyle, and that's great. That's what our business is all about. It's about, people buy products and services from people they know, like, and trust, right? And then it spreads by word of mouth advertising, right? Like, that's why
Hmm.
I say people do it every day, but don't get paid, because we're always talking about our favorite, coffee, right? If you drink certain coffee houses, people talk about their favorite restaurants or hotel, whatever, hotels, and don't get paid for that. And so I like the fact that we have the ability to recommend healthy products where they have many different uses, like the laundry detergent. I've seen people mop their floors with it, clean their
Hmm.
cabinets, clean their bathroom. I've seen someone clean their shoes, right? Their shoes were like a dingy white, and they use
Hmm.
the detergent, and the shoes are white now. And so I know you're going to really enjoy it. And the deodorant, I bought some of those healthy deodorants online, and they failed, right? And so had to keep putting it on throughout the day. And our deodorant works the whole day, right?
Hmm.
And like I said, the rose and the vetiver is my favorite one because it smells good, and everyone's physiology is different. And so for me, I initially thought it was going to be more of a feminine smell,
Hmm.
man, using rose, right? And the
Right.
vetiver, it smells like a cologne, right? And it
Yeah.
lasts the entire day. So
Yeah.
thanks for saying yes to TR, and looking forward to
Yeah.
come back again as you use more products. Come back and share. That's all.
Yes, I sure will.
I appreciate you. All right, let me see what's up next. See, we have Miriam is up. You should be able to unmute yourself.
Okay,
There
can you
you.
hear me okay?
Yep, we hear you.
Okay, great. Hello, everybody. So I tried the deodorant hack. Yesterday, I, got my workout in, took my shower, put my deodorant on, and it was really hot yesterday. It was in the 90s. And so I was like, kind of sweaty all day, hot, but I was fresh. So I got up and exercised. And I got busy afterwards. After I finished my exercise, I exercised maybe about an hour and 30 minutes. So constant exercise. I got busy and I still have on my t-shirt. This morning I exercised and I haven't showered yet. I will shower, but I wanted to just tell you guys, no odor at all. It lasted, I mean, this combination, this right here, I don't know if you can see, but the rose and vetiver deodorant and the magnesium spray, I have found my happiness now with deodorant. It's like will make your deodorant last even longer, and you don't have to worry about embarrassing moments when possibly you might get you're nervous or something, you start sweating and then poop the odor. But no, this if it can last through a workout in hot 90-degree Texas heat, it works. Second testimonial. So the day before yesterday, I exercised late because I hadn't got my steps in. So I did it more after dinner in the evening time. And I don't know if you all experienced it sometimes when when you've eaten, and you start exercising, you start getting a cramp like in your side. And that cramp was going on for about a good 30 minutes. And I said, I have to do something about this. So I grabbed my black seed extract, my black seed oil, and took a, dropper full of that. And I didn't think anything about it. And I just kept walking. Within 10 minutes, that pain was gone. It was gone. And I was just like, okay, so I know it wasn't gas. I kind of know what it was, but I was just blown away just by that we have these amazing products that instant pain relief. I mean, that was like what, maybe 30, less than 30 minutes, instant pain relief. And it helps so much. So That's all I wanted to share. I do have 2 guests, but they haven't made it on yet. Hopefully they'll pop on before the call is over.
Okay.
So, but thank you all.
All right. Hey, well, thanks for trusting me to try that hack. I know some people were like, I don't know about that. And so the first day I did it, I had my wife do it also. So I did put some prosperity oil in my magnesium bottle just to give it like that a scent. And so my wife did it also, and she stayed fresh until the next day, just like me. And she was shocked. And so today I went to the gym, woke up, went to the gym, sweated, came home, and then walked on a treadmill. Then I went outside to trim some trees and stuff in the front yard. And so my armpit still didn't stink. So I only showered because I would just sweaty, and just want to get the sweat off the body. But it's amazing how that works with that hack. And then the pain relief products, they work fast, right? And so the all our products, they do what they're created to do. And Sheila's on Facebook, she commented, says, Coach, the hack works. I tried it this morning. So that right there. So I appreciate you guys for giving it a try. Jessica Hill, she's doing it, which is awesome. So appreciate that. But thanks, Maren, for sharing that. And hopefully your guests will get on before we stop. All right, Dr. Dorothy's here. You go ahead and unmute yourself.
Okay, can you hear me okay?
Hear you fine, ma'am.
Great. Good evening, everyone. I'm very excited. Number one, the hack does work. I used it yesterday. It works, okay? Now, I have a special guest on tonight. It's my brother in love, the person that I go to Texas, my sister's husband. And he called me, they called me last week, I believe. His name is Dallas Matthews. And I'm going to let him give his testimony. So Dallas, if you could unmute and come on video if you like.
There he goes.
Am I on?
Yes, sir.
Everybody can hear me?
We hear you
Can you
fine.
hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Well, make this as quick as possible. I'm a stubborn 25-year veteran, retired old Vietnam veteran, and been taking pills my entire life. I came in the military at 17, and I'm 75 years old now. And I've been had kidney problems just about my entire career. Now, Ms. Dorothy mentioned to me about black seed, and of course I love her dearly, but she wasn't gonna break me away from my pills. So I started taking it just because she was adamant about me doing it. Well, I still didn't think nothing about it. Everybody know about it. It's got a real distinct taste. I got used to that, so I just kept taking it. Well, I went to the doctor 2 weeks ago. Dr. Shane Maxwell. He'd been in my life for about almost 30 years. And I went to his examination last week. When he goes to whenever he throw your records, and you're a veteran like I am, they get used to seeing you. They give you the same, you hear the same thing over and over and over. So he's been looking at my lab reports forever. And the only thing he say is, well, you got to watch this and watch this. You stage 3, and you don't have a whole lot of options other than dialysis. So I just hear that, and I got used to hearing it. Well, I went to this guy last week, and he looked at the same lab I've been looking at all these years, and he looked at the lab, and he got excited. I got nervous because I didn't know if he was going to tell me. I didn't know which way he was going. And he looked at the number. I wish I could tell you exactly what the number difference was. I remember him saying, I think he said something about my kidney numbers were in the 30s, and they went way up in the high 40s or something like that. But this guy was off the chain. So to be honest with the people that I'm speaking to, I really did get excited. But I'm a praying man, so when I didn't do too much in front of him. But when I got in my truck on the way back to my home, I got really emotional because I knew that there had to be God, because I knew I didn't volunteer to do that on my own, and the doctor had asked me to do it, so I did it. And so this is the first time all of these years of taking all these different medications, hearing the same report over and over and over. You get used to it. And he told me that about my kidneys. So now I told doctor I'm gonna start drinking, take the nipple off the black seed oil and just start drinking it. That's about it. That's all I got for you.
Man, thank you, Mr. Matthews. That is awesome, and thank you for your service. Appreciate
Yes,
you
sir.
for committing your life, going into the military and serving. But
Yes, sir.
testimonial with the black seed oil. You're not the first person that has seen their kidney function improve. Matter of fact, one person has his hand raised, so I'll call him up once we get done. But one black seed oil has over 101 known benefits. Okay, and
Yes, sir.
that is what you reported. That is something that people that have had kidney issues, kidney disease, they've seen their kidney function improve to the point to where they were at one stage, and then their kidney function improved so much there was no sign of any disease.
Yes, sir.
Oh
And I
man.
forgot I'm a type 2 diabetic. Been all these years, so I worsen the condition being a type 2 diabetic.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
black seed oil fan. I'm gonna try a whole lot of other stuff too now.
It's amazing. Yeah, try and get some vitality in there. That's some good stuff.
Thank
There you
y'all
go.
very much. Yes, sir. I
All right.
appreciate it.
All right. I
Yes, sir.
appreciate you. All right, Dr. Dorothy, you have anything you want to say before we wrap it? Before I go to Coach Seymour?
Yes, it's funny that Coach Seymour is coming up. Because of Coach Seymour, his testimony, anyone that said is having problem with kidneys, because of him, that's why I suggest the black seed oil. And I want to thank my sister for purchasing the products, and she has one in his bedside. She have them all over the house in 2 different places. So she's a great support for her husband. Thank you.
That's
That's it.
awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you for caring enough to share. Something that could help, and so we do believe in prayer and faith, right? And I also believe that God he puts people in products and opportunities in our life at the right time. And so you came along, having to be partnered with us, have some great products that are getting some amazing results and are able to help your brother in love. So that is awesome, and that's what it's about. We are about you using products we believe in, and it's our duty. If we have something working for us, if I've lost weight or if I was able to, improve my blood sugar number, so I'm not type 2 diabetic, it's working for me. I know people, and I have people I care about my life. I have to share. It's my duty to share with them. I mean, that's if you don't share it, is that love? Do you really love the people? You know what I mean? So that's truly what this company is based upon, is being here to offer solutions to people. And we know there's places for doctors. We're not knocking doctors, but I haven't seen a single doctor that prescribe medication that heal anybody, right? And we're not saying our products diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure, or heal any disease, but we have hundreds or not thousands of testimonials. Okay, so I appreciate you for inviting your brother-in-law here to share a real life story, right? And so, all right. So appreciate you, Dr. Dorothy, and Miriam's guest Malika's here. So thank you, Malika. Appreciate you for being here. And Coach Seymour's on here. This is so appropriate. He raised his hand to share. So I'll go ahead. I'll mute myself out, Seymour. You can go ahead and share.
Hi, everybody. Ms. Matthew, I'm kind of like you. I'm also a veteran, and your testimony kind of touched me because I've been there. To start, let me say that what I'm going to say is not saying that our product's going to heal, cure, prevent any type of diseases, but I was also stage 3. My kidneys were stage 3 damaged, and the first thing I did was, and what I'm going to say, I don't recommend nobody to do this. So please don't take this and say, I'm going to do this. I was on 39 medications. And after talking to my dad, that was diabetic from the time he was 18, went from type 2 diabetes, type 2 diabetes to being on dialysis. I was on the phone with him asking him, how long he was on diabetic and how long was he on medication. And when he told me how long he was on medication, my question to him was, why did you get better? If you've been on medication since you were 18, you're now 80, 83, 84, why didn't you get better? Why did you go from being diabetic to being on dialysis if you were taking these medicines that was provided to you? And so when I got off the phone with him, I basically told myself, I'm taking all these 39 medicines that I'm on, and I'm not going to take another one. Again, I do not recommend anybody to do that. Check with your doctor before you get off any medications. So I started with the Vitality Tea, like Coach Marcus say, and I detoxed my body for 90 days straight. And the reason I took the Vitality Tea is because it detoxes your kidneys, it detoxes your liver, and it detoxes your colon. 3 major organs in your body that you need to survive. Okay, especially your liver. So I did that for 90 days. And as I was doing that, I started changed my way of eating. I started eating a lot of salads. I eating a lot of fruits, and I had been stopped eating red meat, but I started eating kind of clean. And I noticed when that I was feeling a lot better. I didn't have no much pain in my back. No, I wasn't on my walking canes anymore. So a lot of stuff started changing in my body. I'll go to the doctor, to the VA for my checkup, my annual checkup. And as she checked my blood pressure, she checked it 3 times. So I got kind of nervous because my blood pressure was always high. Turned out she was checking it because she thought something was wrong with the machine. Blood pressure went from 194, 198 over as high as 101 down to 107 over 72. Been like that steady low now for the last 3-4 years. And then she looked at me, she said, I got some better news for you. She said, you no longer have stage 3 kidney damage. It's been reversed. And I know, I feel deep down inside, not only was because of that Vitality Tea that I was drinking on those 90 days, but I've been taking that black seed oil consistently. Like Coach Marcus say, there's 101 benefits to black seed oil. And one of those benefits are it helps with kidney and it helps prevent diabetes, okay? So when she told me that, like you, I didn't wait. I couldn't wait to get back to my car. Tears just came out right there because I remember when I first was told that I had stage 3 kidney damage, it scared the living guts out of me because of what my dad was going through. So all I can say to you, Mr. Matthew, listen to Dr. Dorothy. Get on these products that we have, and you will see a big change in your life. These products changed my life, okay? 3 heart attacks, kidney damage, high blood pressure, just a whole lot of stuff that are no longer happening with me. So I recommend to you, listen to Dr. Doherty. She don't have that title, I'm not saying that she has a doctor, she's a doctor, but she has that title because of the education she has and the knowledge and what she has received from being on these calls, learning what our products can do for you. And I pray that you continue using these products and that your health continue to get better. Back to you, Coach.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And I absolutely will listen to it, that's for sure.
All right, thank you, Coach Seymour. Appreciate you, that Dallas, for Mr. Matt Matthews. And like I said, like Coach Seymour says, Dr. Dorothy, she knows a lot about a lot of our products. We have our GLP-1 products, which are specifically created to help balance and regulate blood sugar. So that may be something you want to look at. But Vitality and black seed oil, those combinations are great. I'm using black seed oil every day since we launched it in June 2019. So almost 6 years. I don't go a single day without taking, I take 10, 15 drops in the morning and then 10 to 15 drops before going to bed because it helps me sleep. And I have no no things going on with my health. These products even helped me recover from a car accident I was involved in August 2020, where I almost died. And I was able to recover from all the injuries I had. I didn't use any of the pain meds once I came home. I simply used black seed oil and mind, body, and soul, and our pain lotion. That's all I used, and my body healed fast. So, but thanks, Coach Seymour, for sharing that. I knew you were going to raise your hand when you heard his story. I knew you were going to share yours. So we have Miriam's guests here. So Miriam, you want to introduce your guest Malika before she?
Yes, she has been on a friend of mine actually on Facebook for a few years now, and actually, I met her when I started my weight release journey. But recently, she just purchased some black seed oil from me. So, Malika, do you want to unmute and tell us your story?
Um, Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Good evening or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I don't know. I'm in Savannah, Georgia right now, and it's like evening time. So, anyway, hi, Miriam. And thank you, Miriam. I have to say thank you. First of all, I met my first purchase from Miriam was Vitality. The brother that was speaking, the man that was speaking before me, he just reminded me that I was taking Vitality too. And I remember that I was feeling good from Vitality. Now, I'm a person who I'm not consistent with things. I'll take something, I know it feels good, it's good for me, but I just don't, keep up with it. So, some time lapsed and I kept following you. I kept looking at your story and all the great testimonies and all the great products. And how many times have you, inboxed me and taught me about this product and that product and that product? So, okay, so now let's fast forward to this where I'm at in my life right now. I just was diagnosed. I have an autoimmune disease, right? I have a rheumatology. Just figured it out. Finally, a doctor. Savannah is not known for great doctors. I'm telling you that right now. This is a tourist city. It feels like I'm on vacation. I've come from some great doctors, but I have been having the most when I tell you that I was afraid to go to sleep at night because as soon as I lay down, the cramps shoot up my feet, my legs, my thighs. And these are not normal cramps. These are cramps that hurt so bad that I cry, that I wake up the next morning and I literally cannot walk. I was going back and forth to the doctors. They saying they want to experiment, thinking it's something that was in my spine. How they say it's nerve damage or whatever, and they want to do all kind of tests. Well, I already had back surgery. I have pins in my back, so they wanted to do some tests on it, some experimental stuff. I wasn't straight with that. It wasn't just sitting right with me. And then Miriam had put up an advertisement for magnesium spray. That's what it was. And you had asked a question, and so I'm like, okay, I'm curious because now I'm reading about these things, and I know that magnesium spray helps with pain and stuff. And she was like, okay, get this because it just needs to absorb into your body and it works. But then she said, me and my dad are taking black seed drops. And she said, well, I can tell you that it has really helped my father so much. That's what you said to me. She said he only does a couple of drops, and I put 10 drops underneath my tongue. So I'm like, black seed, it tastes horrible. It's a taste that you really have to get, I'm like, oh man. So I was like, okay, Miriam, I trust you. Give it to me. This is how my life, I was like, I did not have a good quality of life. And we're talking about March, April, right? And I just moved to Savannah. I'm trying to work. Everything's new for me. And I was crying out to Allah every night. I did not understand. I was afraid to go to sleep. So boom, magnesium spray came. The black seed oil came, and I started taking the black seed, a couple of drops. And I wasn't consistent with it. Like I told you, I'm not a consistent person. But I was doing the magnesium spray because that's how much pain. I just know I bought everything on the market name and I bought it. I had those pharmaceuticals that the doctor keeps giving you. Of course, all the oxycodones and none of that worked. None of that. So then I was like, I got to do something. I'm smarter than this. I started taking turmeric and all kind of things. But that job kept sitting on my dresser, the black seed oil. I was like, you know what? I'm going to be consistent with it. And Miriam, when I tell you that I started being consistent with that black seed oil, can I tell you that I sleep for the past, what month is this now? Where are we at? Oh, it's May, right? It's May going on June. I'm telling you, like for the past since like April, May, uh, my cramps are not going. And I'm not saying that it's a miracle, but I do know that we are taught in Islam that black seed is a cure for everything except for death, right? And I believe in it because this year I have been consistent. And my husband, he even said he noticed it. He said, "You let it finally absorb into your body. You kept taking it, and now he said that's the only difference. That's the only thing that you have done different." And I've done it every day, and I'm serious. This has helped me. Well, I finally fast forward anyway. I finally found another doctor. She gave me all types of blood work, and she came up with a diagnosis. She said, "You have an autoimmune disease." When I moved from out of Montgomery, Alabama, the last doctor was there. She had gave me blood work, and she was going to send me to a rheumatologist, but I ignored it. I was moving. Life was changing. I ignored it. But anyway, I did get the diagnosis. I do have the autoimmune, but however, this has changed everything about my life. I have a great quality of sleep. I'm feeling better. And that's the only thing that I'm doing different. I mean, I can't explain. It's the only thing. I stopped taking those. They give me what is it? A Tylenol with codeine, oxycodone, hydrocodone. Name some kind of codone. They wanted to give it to me. Well, the bottles are still over there. You can get some junkies in the street. They'll probably tell me I'll buy it, but I'm not a drug dealer, but those are still over there. But yeah, and even my husband, because he was up with me every night, with the crying, and those were not normal cramps, and they were not normal cramps. So I just wanted to thank you when you had came on this morning, or did you ask me? What I want to do a testimony it was something because I really wanted to come into your inbox today anyway to tell you, like, Miriam,
Huh.
I think that black seed is doing me some justice. It's the only thing I'm consistent with in my life right now, and I'm like, no one, I can't even, there's not a word to explain the pain that my body was in every night. These are not, I didn't have normal cramps. So bad that I couldn't walk the next day. And I work at Publix, right? In a supermarket. I hope I'm not going too long or whatever. I don't want to, but I work in Publix at a supermarket, right? In a deli, right? I stand for hours. And then when I'm standing, and remind you, the night before I was up all night with the pain. I'm talking about where how your body starts contorting and doing all.
Yep.
That's what from the feet, and I also have neuropathy too, right? So I have the tingling in my fingertips and in my toes, all that. That subsided too, and I only can relate all of this to the black seed oil because that's the only thing that's consistent in my life right now. It's the only thing that is different that I have used since this horrible thing has started attacking my body. And it is autoimmune is something that attacks your body, right? So anyway, so I want to thank you. I want to thank the product. And yes, I'm going to buy some more. And whenever you need me to vouch for you or whatever, because this is how, you get products, right? From someone who, it was like Malika said she used it and it's working for her. And I know what, then, right? So then the next person, because when something is good to me, I want it to be good to the next person too. So I want you to know about too. We getting up there in age, I'm a particular age, stuff like that. And you know how our bodies are like cars, right? Every now and then it needs a tune up. It needs this, that, and the other. And y'all have the great products for tune ups for our body. And I just want to thank you so much. My husband wants to thank you too, because the crying I did every night disturbed his sleep. So yes, it's a great product. And that and the magnesium spray too that you would the one that absorbs into your skin, you spray it, not the tablets that you take, right? Because I went to Walmart and got some of those too, but you can't trust their product because they're not the concentration area. I was buying everything anyway, so yeah, so that helped too. So again, may Allah reward you for helping me
Thank
with
you.
some of my pain. All right. And thank you. And
Thank you.
anybody out there who's listening, yes, the black seed is so good for you.
All
All right. Good night.
right. Awesome. All right, Malik. Well, thank you. I appreciate you for taking the time to trust Miriam to take her recommendation for starting with the magnesium spray. That spray is amazing, and many of us like it in that format because it gets us the bloodstream faster because I didn't know our hair follicles help deliver to the bloodstream, so it bypasses the digestive process, right? And that's why it works so fast. And black seed oil, like you said, it they say it cures everything but death. All right, so I'm looking forward to you continue to improve, and we have other products that may be able to assist you. They have a synergistic effect, meaning that they enhance the benefits of the other products when used together. Like Mind, Body, and Soul is amazing. So that may be something you want to incorporate. So, all right, guys, we have 14 minutes left. We have four people with their hands raised. So you guys keep your testimonials brief so we can make sure we're done before 5 minutes to the top of the hour. So I have Jessica, then Myrtle, Anthony, Yolanda. So Jessica, you can go ahead and share.
Can you hear me okay, Coach?
Yes.
First, I want to say welcome home to Mr. Matthews because he was a Vietnam vet. He understands that. The other day, Terry was playing with our dog, and our dog likes to he likes to chew his nails even after we clip them. Well, he scratched them, of course, and he started bleeding. So I said, "Got something for you," and I went and grabbed the TLC ointment and put it on him, and he's like, "Wow, this stuff is amazing." So it helped heal his cut real quick and take the pain away and stop the bleeding. So, and I think that has black seed in it as well. So I've used black seed myself for burns and cuts. So it's very good. Thank you for allowing me to share.
Awesome. Yeah, our TLC ointment, that jar lasts a long time. I bought my jar, I think, 2 years ago and still have it, but I use it whenever I nick my head from shaving. It stops the bleeding. There is a fulvic acids in it, and black seed oil is also in it, and some other. I think there's also the activated charcoals in it too. So great product. But thank you for sharing that, Jessica. Okay, Myrtle, you go ahead and unmute yourself.
Myrtle Ross here. I'm going to speak very briefly. I just want to agree with everything that was said about black seed oil and that it is good for everything except death, as she said. But when I fell and you know, Marcus, you were there, I hit my head and I do have like a scar, and I'm using black seed oil on that, and that's helping the scar. It's also been a little bit longer healing, possibly because I'm a diabetic, and it is helping it to heal much faster, to look much better. And also, I had fallen a week before Christmas, and I had to go to my sister's house, and my lip swelled up about 3 or 4 times the size of a normal lip. Mr. Seymour, Coach Seymour told me what black seed oil had done for him. And yes, it did taste bad to me at first, but for some reason, it stopped tasting bad to me. I think you just have to get used to it. But at first, I put it in a little jigger glass with some little juice or some, whatever your favorite drink is. Just put some in there, drink it, you'll get used to it. Within a week's time, I went from looking like a monster, and we still have those pictures, but I went from looking like a monster with a lip that was just horrible. And I have pictures and I looked like a normal person. So I was amazed. It was a miracle. I haven't shared that with anybody but Seymour because I'm ashamed of the picture, but I'll show it to y'all one day. That's it. Black seed oil. I will never stop using it. It also helps with the blood pressure and everything that they said. It is great.
Yes. Thank you, Merlin. Yes, we were there. I was there for the fall, as was Seymour. So that was a concerning night that night. So glad you're here and using the product. And black oil, it doesn't taste the best, but your taste buds get to get used to it. But you can also rub it into your skin, and it's going to get absorbed into the body. So just you can rub into your feet, your soles of your feet, You can rub it into your belly button. You can make it, make it into a dressing, right? Drizzle it into your food to get it to get it into the body. So that's really awesome, right? All right, hey Anthony, with me, click something. Hey Anthony, you go ahead and unmute yourself, sir.
Okay, Coach, how you doing this evening?
I'm well.
All right, good evening to everyone. I'm gonna try to do this in about 5 minutes, or not even 5 minutes, because I don't have that much time. But first of all, just let me say, especially to the veterans and everyone else, happy Memorial Day, and myself as well. I get kind of choked up about things that veterans go through, okay? But I want to let all the veterans know, and everyone else on this call, you're in the right place right now at the right time to find the benefits in your life that's going to help you live longer and healthier, right? And use the benefits. Now, I'm not saying that our products will heal, cure, or prevent any diagnosed disease, but I tell you this much, there's a benefit. And the CEO, Paula, as well as her husband, Ben, they have done an outstanding job. And you can really go back and look at a medical condition that he had in Columbus, Ohio, and he was treated at St. Anne's Hospital, right? And the benefits and how that particular disease was turned around. It was awesome. But when you look at the two companies that have been placed and put together, I am totally sold on both companies, Golden Sana as well as HBN Natural. And I must say that Alexander Bright, who's our formulator, right, with the wealth of knowledge that she has, over 30 plus years of experience, right, she has everything that it takes, all the knowledge when she looks at the origin, she looks at the chemical makeup, the deposit, what every client needs in life to help us to be more better or be more healthy in life. My hat is off for her. And I'm gonna tell you what, no one ever will ever talk negative about Green Organic LLC to me, because those are like fighting words, because I'm a product of the product as a veteran. Bottom line up front. So let me just give you these three testimonies next. All right. First thing, this morning we were getting up, checking out the hotel and everything, and my eye, because I had cornea damage playing war games in the military back in the early 80s. And for years I was on a drop and some things with my eyes. From the testimonial, and I can't recall which one it was and who gave the testimonial, someone had given a testimony about having a problem with their eye, and they used the black seed oil on the top of their lid of the eye. Well, this morning when I woke up, my eye was so sore, it was stinging and itching. I took that black seed oil, closed my eyes, rubbed it on the eyelids, on both of them, right? Within less than 5 minutes, the pain had gone away. My eye was feeling a lot better. Normally, I would have to put a cold compact on my eye, and I would have to go back to sleep, because at night certain little bacteria and germs in these hotels float in the air. They don't have proper filters. It affects your eyes, and I'm like that. Okay. The next thing is to protect them. All-purpose spray. So I was at work, and I got this from you, Marcus. You always have your stuff on the desk, your products on the desk. So I had a bottle in my hand, and I went to my boss's office, right? And I was going to talk to her about it. Well, guess what she was doing? She was cleaning her desk with some Clorox all-purpose spray. I said, "Oh, fine, hold on. You don't want to be spraying that." And then, Helen, I got the product that you need. And she looked at the bottle, right? And I said, "Spray this on your desk. And when you finish doing that, go ahead and put it on your computer screen and spray it and see what it's like." And the first thing she did was she sprayed it on her desk, and she took her nose, one of the five senses, and she smelled it. And instantly, right, she said, "You know what? I want two bottles. I want one bottle for my desk here at the office and one bottle for the home." And then she wiped her screen and looked at the cloth, and it was clean. And she saw where the dirt that came off on the cloth from the screen, and it didn't damage or smear the screen. That's the next thing. Prior to this call, I was, matter of fact, texting and everything. I just received a text from someone that I work with in Columbus. She wanted information on what would help a person with arthritis as well as pain. "Oh, we have a product for you. Matter of fact, this is what I use with the surgeries that I've had on my knee, the degenerative back disease that I have, the replacement of both knees. I use magnesium pain oil spray, and I use the ACV, berberine ACV, which is apple cider vinegar, and I have not had any problem since I have started using those products. I started with the berberine ACV first, and then what came along next was the magnesium pain relief spray oil. And I tell you what, I said, can I call you when we get off this business call? Because I'm listening to these dynamite testimonies. She said, sure, I'm going to your site right now. I will be ready to purchase. That's all, Coach. Back to you.
All right, Anthony, thank you for sharing that. Black seed oil is awesome, and and first of all, thank you for your service in the military. Also, I know you're a veteran. Appreciate you, and you're benefiting from the products from some of the injuries you had from the military. But black seed oil is great. The protector cleaning spray, it doesn't smear the screen. It's great, and it doesn't leave any chemicals behind, right, when you're cleaning your desk. And then, yes, we are going to you'll be able to make some great recommendations to help the person in Ohio as far as arthritis pain. And as far as a health condition Ben recovered from, it's called vasculitis. So look that up, and you can see how painful that condition is. But Ben used a product, mind, body, and soul, right? Those are three products. Mix them together, great for inflammation of the body. All right, hey Veronica, you can go ahead and unmute yourself, and she's our essential oils professional. Appreciate you.
Well, I won't be talking about essential oils today.
Okay.
I had a testimonial of the holy basil tea. I didn't really know what to use it for, but one day I said, I was really stressed at work, had a lot of business stuff going on. I just could not relax. I just could not calm down. And my husband always goes to herbal teas. So I said, let me see what's in here. I said, I'm going to use some of our stuff instead of his stuff. I used that basil tea and got an immediate calm. Anxiety totally left. Got a great night's sleep. And I was just in shock that it actually worked that just for that. So that's a tea hack right there, I guess you would call it. Someone last week talked about gastroparesis, and her significant other had that. Well, I also suffer with that due to shingles and fibromyalgia and all of that. That holy basil tea, just that 1 cup, 1 dose, I was fine for the entire week. It did not bother me at all. I usually have to take something every day or, have to drink tons of water. Just that one tea, 1 cup of tea all week long, I had no problem with my gastroparesis.
That's awesome. Yeah, that holy basil, it's very calming and relaxing. Like when I drink it after in the evening time after dinner, within 15 minutes I'll fall asleep. It's crazy. And then I stopped drinking it at lunchtime because one day I'm sitting here at my desk where I'm at right now. It was 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I drank it and I fell asleep, sitting here just like this. So and so whatever with the combinations in it, you know about Alexandra, you're familiar with her essential oils, and you know about her intentions and the reason when she makes these products, they're formulated in a way to where they're created for one thing, but then your body may experience several other benefits. So thanks for giving out a try. I'm glad you have some relief from gastroparesis. That's not fun. I know people that deal with that. That is not fun. But then it's also able to calm you down when you're feeling stressed. So that's a great tea. I only drink it once a day. I don't have to do it twice a day. But when I drink it, I'm real relaxed and chill. I have my management job. I'm working with people. I'm over like a half a billion dollars as far as money. I'm responsible for it. So it could be a stressful job. So it's a great product. But thank you for sharing that. Appreciate that. All right, guys. Hey, that wraps it. It's 6 o'clock p.m. my time through. So we went a whole hour with new testimonials. Appreciate everyone who hopped on here tonight. Do me a favor, if you guys are a guest and you happen to watch live on Zoom or Facebook, whoever invited you or tagged you to watch this video, get with them, okay? And they can direct you on where to get the products from. If you watch the replay, right, you watch the recording and you want information, just get back with whoever shared the video with you, and they can definitely direct you and let them know what your issue is, right? If it's finances, right, we do have solutions for that, but let them know what your problem is, and they can make a recommendation for something that'll benefit you. So I appreciate you guys for being here. Hey, we will be back next week, next Monday night, same time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern on the same Zoom channel. So appreciate you guys. Have a good night, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.